Not live.
Rugby!
And we're good.
Sarah's on the fatigue. She's really fed up of me screaming all the time. I keep shouting like all the time. When I'm in the shower, I'm shouting, screaming.
Is that because of that infection, or is that because of just general stuff?
I don't know. It's just it's how I am.
Cabin fever.
I like to make noise. No. I like to bring attention on me, actually.
Quiet Seb.
Quiet Seb. Anyway, it does make me communicate well on the pitch compared to other teammates I have.
Have we actually played together yet, Seb?
No. We've played against each other. I remember you came to help out. You came to help out for an England camp. You know, you were there just to help out.
I remember tackling you and went, "What the fuck? How long are you?" And just looked over at the coaches like, "Arr."
Nah, I don't remember that.
Mate.
That's not like Seb to whinge.
I remember coming up. I remember coming up to you and saying, "Well done, mate. It was great to have you over. You did really well. Thank you for coming." I was quite polite and correct about it.
Such humbleness about it.
Yeah,
what was that?
Like that was short-lived.
Humbleness. I'm not humble about my pecs. Look at those. Right, let's get going.
Right, so we're here for the second part of the Wales versus England group stage, and it's currently 26-20 to Wales.
Yeah, they're pretty dominant in the first half.
Yeah. It was definitely a dominant. No, I wouldn't say it was dominant. It was.
There's not a lot coming from the England side.
Yeah, but it was definitely a dominant first half of the first half, and then it cooled off, and then it was good. It was good back and forth match after that. But then second half was an interesting start, and then it went wrong. You're right there, Seb.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, for God's sake! Do you remember when we said we've gone live?
Yeah, mate, I'm being serious about it. This is a few questions I wrote down for.
Maybe try not to rip them into your mic whilst he's talking.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's all right. What
do you mean? Okay, go ahead. Oh dear.
Just ask the question, Seb.
Yeah.
So I wrote down a few questions.
Oh yeah. What was it? Why are you?
It's like a 2-year-old wrote it.
Why are you well?
Let me just write you down a question.
Is that?
Why are you Welsh?
Why am I Welsh? I was born in Wales.
Why?
Why?
What? Oh, fuck.
That was the next question.
Why? That happens to be the hospital I was born in.
Why?
It's the closest one.
Oh, dear God.
Why?
Why?
That was the last why. Now I can move on. Right. Great. Thank you for the answer.
No worries.
Hope all the viewers are happy with that answer.
You don't want to write down the answer, Seb, no?
Oh, yeah. Right, don't waste paper.
I'll try my hardest. I really do, Stuart. Like,
I think we're far away from putting on a very professional stream. To be honest, I think we're okay to just.
I mean,
take the bullet and just accept the fact that if we've got Seb on the stream, it's not happening.
Professional microphone, we've got it old school. Like.
Yeah. This is like the best type of podcast.
Yeah.
Best type of video analysis,
Especially now, people do not want, professional, clean cut. We're giving you this. It's like, come on, sit at home. We know you're all at home. Hey, Tim.
Yo, Tim.
I'm not on the live comments. Oh, there you go. Hello, lads. He says.
Hello, lads.
Hello, Tim. How you doing?
Right.
Right, let's line this game up, shall we?
Let's get it on.
Was that the end of the questions?
Was that it?
For now.
I'm sure they'll have many more.
I'm surprised you weren't asking how.
He's got.
Next one is. I can't say the next one because it's for the end of the stream because it will spoil the end of the game if not.
Okay,
So wait, you had 3 questions for the start of the stream and 1 for the end.
That's what you think. I have many more.
Cool. I mean,
I'm looking forward to that.
I'm not.
With my special pen from Brazil.
Here we go. 26-20.
26-20. For Wales. For Wales. At half time, a World Cup group stage game. Amazing.
There's what's going on here?
It's skipping. It's skipping. Is that?
Either
fault,
everyone's
Jack?
got
You got
really
bad internet?
fast, or your internet's gone.
Yeah. This is definitely the second half, was it?
You're not watching it in slow mo.
You all found a certain energy in the second half, didn't you? Look at you go.
Oh, wow, look at that. Boom, 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 boom.
Quick hands. Whew.
There goes
Boom.
Johnny P
Oh,
again.
yeah.
Pause the video.
Afternoon, Scotty.
Afternoon, Scotty.
That's the part where Gary Priest injured himself, wasn't it? I know I injured him in this game.
You did it to him.
To be honest,
Yeah, I know I injured him in this game. I thought I did.
Gary always injures himself.
It's always a stretcher moment.
Why?
Because why? Oh, this is it.
Here we go. Why?
Why?
Skip it back to the beginning, Jack. Go on.
Yeah, we got it.
He definitely always ends up riding someone's wheel. You know, he's always going in for the tackle, and he ends up bloody, having the wheel underneath him.
That any better?
That's a good thing. You know.
Well, yeah, it is definitely. He'll put his body on the line for it, no problem.
The first time I played against him, I ran him over. He sort of fell onto my chair, grabbed hold of my wheel, and obviously span round with it. It just went boom, boom.
Best thing to do: grab a wheel.
Yeah. I just remember the first time we played Hereford, and he sort of just went next to me. I was like, "What the hell is going on?"
It's like people that have never picked up a wheelchair before. And when they try to pick it up, they pick it with the two wheels, and they just
It smashes into the shins.
We start this off with a try.
Can we?
Yeah, we'll take it back. Is that moving a bit better now? Can you see it a bit better?
Yeah, it's a bit more fluid.
There we go.
Let's go to the beginning now. Technical support has been over. Is that Jade behind the scenes?
No.
Jade behind the scenes.
Oh no, I just ran off. I've just turned Fortnite off because it's probably using all the Wi-Fi.
Oh, that might be why.
Jesus Christ, Jack.
God, you are a geek, I must tell you.
Wait, are we back? We've missed it like 4 times.
No. Yeah, it's just a try. No one's interested.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Scraps
I
takes
went
it
all the way
towards
back to the beginning. The start of
Why do you want the beginning? All that is just a straight drive.
Mate, we missed the whole first bit.
It's Jack going through.
There you go. Because it skips straight to this.
Oh, okay.
Kickoff. We did this from the kickoff.
It's just Jack going through gaps. Look how slow this Stuart is.
Oh yeah, he grabbed the wheel.
Yeah, man.
I think that's when he went, oh, actually, that's it.
Yeah. I'm just picking out bits of skin and hair from my wheel now.
It's a good tactic, though, because it gets our defense set up.
Yeah, you get a bit more time, yeah.
A bit more rest time.
It wasn't set up for long, though. Look at this. Bam.
No, it doesn't. And the problem here is, and I've always said this, is the wingers coming off.
Yeah.
To help the inside centres. I always say, just stick on your wing no matter what. If there's one player there left, just stay there. It doesn't matter. If the inside centre doesn't get it, it's their fault, not yours.
Yeah, that's what we say to anyone who's new coming into it. It's like if you start off on the wing, you've got one person to worry about.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't matter if they cut on your inside, it doesn't matter any of that. If the furthest wide player is not scoring the try, it's not your fault. So you just stop
especially in that scenario as well, because it wasn't like there was a straightforward overlap either. It was Wayne going in and just drawing the winger.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just hit the gap.
During the winger because there was a good play with the ball from Scraps who drew in 2 players, and then the centre was late in retreating.
Yeah, but if you did have a overlap and you're on the back foot there, it can be.
It
can be good hands, mate. Good hands.
It can be good to sort of strafe with the centre and then push out to the wing to sort of force the pass.
Sounds like someone's trying to talk over something really rubbish that just happened on the video. Oh, sorry. Carry on, mate.
Best play of the world here, by the way.
That was a nice little play.
I always try to get the guys to sort of play the principle of, the person who sometimes best to get the ball back. Is obviously the person passing it off. So like obviously Andy here, sometimes like because the marker switches off him, if they can get a quick push off and you can get it back to them, they're left wide open.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
We were saying this when we were watching the French game.
We said this
so much.
Yeah, 1-2.
Yeah, 1-2. That's what I was looking for, Fred. Thank you. Thanks, mate. 1-2.
1-2. Easy words in rugby, just
Yeah.
1-2. 1.
Don't have to think about what comes after 2 then.
Yeah. 1
Good
again,
kick,
I think it is.
Good kick. Okay. Well done. You gained about 1 meter. Thank you, mate.
Incredible kick, mate.
Keep it simple.
Brilliant kick. Don't know why Scraps didn't kick it. Much better kicker.
You notice how much more critical of the game Seb is when he's not on the field.
Mate, I could only imagine what he was like on the sideline.
Oh yeah, Joe went way forward there. Didn't stop his chair.
So glad he cut his hair.
Oh yeah. Used
He
to
didn't
drive.
throughout it. Oh no, he's cut it now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just put in he's almost shaved it.
Has he?
Yeah. Part of the quarantine.
God, that was
Is that Danny P again by any chance? Yeah.
Play it, James. Play it, James.
What happened there?
Oh.
Why didn't he go wide?
Mate, if you had not scored that try, Jack,
But go back.
you deserved it.
They had good pressure on that. The pass was difficult to thread through there, so I was playing the odds.
Go back a little bit further from the play where Gary went down. It's like you played it wide. You got the draw over.
We got a repeat set from that because it came off Gary's hand.
Oh, okay. So Gary's out. It's now 5-on-4. Great pass to them. Why didn't Simo could have made that corner? I feel like
I think he could have, but he didn't trust himself.
He plays it safer though.
I mean, you still score off of it. Luckily, because all 4 players were there. But
but we didn't set up at all, really.
No.
We were all
you could see Seb though before you bite my head off. I was looking for that pass, but Harry Jones got there really quick, so I had to pass it behind him, and then they all pushed off me anyway. So they fed the fake.
Talk to me in French. We call you coffre à ballon, which means someone that just keeps the ball and never gives it.
Yeah, but you only say that because I score against French.
You have changed though. You are now, much more distant.
Does that roughly translate to ball hog then?
Yeah.
Greedy bastard.
That's what I was thinking the translation was, but I didn't want to say it.
It's like
when I think back to like 2013 and like 2008 when I were playing, I was the greediest player you've ever seen. Never passed it. Never like made any like runs to build play or anything. Just waited until 4th tackle to come in 100 miles an hour and take all the glory.
So this is one of the things I say as a twilight as well. If the more you pass the ball as a runner, the more devastating you are at running. So like
people don't defend you because they think you're going to pass.
Yeah, mate. You've then added another option. It's all about options. It's like the fake. If you pass 5 times and then the 6th one you fake, they're gonna go with that. It's one of those, and all sorts of things like that. You just have more strings to your sort of bow.
So
was that 5?
Oh, I was calling him back.
I was pulling him back again.
Joe tried to play the offside. It's a shame he didn't pass the ball. I'm pretty sure James could have scored that if he gave it.
Scraps is on the wing.
It comes in again.
Yeah.
It just opens it up. I mean, I know.
I love how Jack does that. He's got long arms. So it looks like he's doing a dance move every time he's doing it. He passes the ball behind the back.
Ballet trained, mate.
Ballet trained.
Hi, Gaynor.
Gaynor.
Gaynor. What's on? Hello.
His Wayne. Shoulder.
I'll be coming on soon. I played this game. I remember.
Yeah, that's when we're going to be amazing, is it?
Because
I think Wales are going to come back. I'm just thinking about Wayne too much. Wales is going to come back and score again, aren't they?
Why is Wayne taking this again?
He's really come to show.
I don't know. Was it just skip back? Or we can see exactly the same kick?
I don't know.
I think if I remember well, I think he hit the ceiling or something.
Oh yeah, that was an interesting one at World Cup, because I remember when we played Australia in the first game, the opening game, and the guy from Australia just kept hitting the beam in this building over and over again. He just kept getting re-kicks all the time. I was just thinking, what the hell?
Yeah, that was another rule that they changed this season, I think.
Yeah,
so I remember when we played.
It's out.
Yeah, when we played you last year, if it hit the ceiling, it went out.
All right. Okay. Surely you didn't do it 3 times in a row.
Yeah, I just skipped it back to see what it's doing, but it is just retaking, isn't it?
It's just constantly retaking.
I think Jack's computer's broken. It's on repeat.
Just leave it. Just leave it. Let's see if it's the same kick.
I'm just looking. I just admiring the kick. Look at the. That's the exact same kick.
That's the same kick. Yeah.
Yeah. Same time as well.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Fred, about the new rule with kicking?
The rule last year, if you kicked it and it hit the ceiling, it was a turnover, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I think what
it was penalty
this season, or from our league point of view, is that if it hits the ceiling and then it bounces back in, it restarts from where it bounced coming back in.
Yeah, but was it a turnover?
It was at one point, but I think a lot of people were like, "Well, how can you penalise? Because it's not." Like...
it was. Yeah, the whole thing for me was crazy, but because we played against Hull and they kicked it, it hit the ceiling. I was like, "Great, it's our ball. Turn over there." Sort of roll over. No, take it again. I was like, "What do you mean, take it again?" Because it was a penalty kick, and he was sat next to the side. And I was like, "What? Why do they take it again?" I was like, "Surely it either goes on from there or." And it was like, no, that's what it is now. They take it again. If they do it again, then it's a turnover. And I was just a bit like, I'm baffling.
We just found someone that's got worse hands than Jack. Look at that pass from Scraps. Well done, Scraps.
Scraps, yeah.
I missed that. What was this?
Scraps literally.
Did you not see Scraps play? He just literally threw it forward. I don't know what happened. He had loads of time.
Do it like this.
Go back a little bit more. There you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
So is it international level passing?
Yeah, I think that comes from definitely trying to do a flat pack. One thing I've noticed, like I was watching your game against Australia, in was it the semi-finals?
With the blue court.
With the blue court, yeah. And you guys like literally do the flattest of passes. And like it can lead, obviously, if your fingers, roll it will go drift forward slightly. We always try to stick by the principle of like drop it back, because then at least you can't get called for a forward.
It's the whole. If you tap the ball and pass it overhand like that, or if you pass it under. So if you pass it that way, it will always have to go backwards. You can't. You have to literally turn to get that to go forwards. It's that sort of thing.
But
yeah.
I think it's not something that England tried to do to make them flat. It's not like a thing of trying to get.
I think
traction.
It's more trying to.
But what it is, it's more the runners. The runners put pressure on it to. It's down to the timing of the runners how flat the ball is.
There's some good pressure in defence from England then.
Was very good. We were coming up way too slow, and you just pounced on us every single time. But I think
is Jack telling everyone to stay composed, to calm down, take it slower?
Usually, when I say something like that, I like have a proper heads gone moment and like throw the ball into touch or something straight after.
I think you was talking to Wayne.
Wayne just threw it in the air.
Well, I think he got a pass to his chest and jumped and knocked down.
Yeah.
Well,
but he will get frustrated, so try to calm him down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You was talking to Wayne. Everyone, Wayne, calm down.
That tackle, yeah. Okay.
I'm cold today. Jeez.
Classic over. What's it? Offload.
Look at that ground he got off of that simple little move.
Yeah. Good offload. But that's where, in defence, Wales is a team that offloads a lot, so the defence should be ready for that. They should be kind of ready for that offload that's going to be coming all the time.
They will hardly ever send one person up.
Yeah.
We do have like a great pirouette in Andy Rees-Higgins. And he loves to do his little pirouette and like a little dump off. You know, that's where I adopted it from, because I saw how he kept spinning out of tackles, and I was just like, oh yeah, okay, I'll start doing it. And we've sort of all adopting it now. Like we all spin out and try and find somebody who's cutting across, and hopefully they gain.
He's a tall player as well, so it's hard to get his toe off. So he mostly always gets that offload, doesn't he?
That's it. Well, he likes playing in what's the equivalent of a centre's basketball chair.
Yeah,
Does he still have the wedge in his seat?
Sorry.
Does he still have the wedge?
I'm not too sure. I think I do remember recalling one time putting like a cushion in it or something, just like
get like a triangle cushion, and when you put it on the seat, you like almost sat on the top of your backrest. A lot of basketball players use them.
I don't think he does use that as such, but I have seen that in the basketball game. I've seen like basketball players now who have like chairs that are almost like standing up.
They can barely push them, but that's not their job. Their job's just to slowly work their way up the court, sit in front of the smallest person and shoot over them, so they don't have to be mobile in them. But that's what they use them for.
Yeah, they're using.
They're not really beneficial for our game.
No,
not at all.
No, because it makes it a lot harder to get to the try line, doesn't it?
Well, anytime you get hit, you just go flying forward as well.
That's it.
So it's a shame there, because you were just kind of just trying to force it over the line instead of getting something organised.
Well, that's it. I think obviously, like I said the other day, is that we hadn't really had a lot of preparation time in some ways together to sort of formulate. And we were all like relatively new. Where you go? I'm going off with some sort of mechanical thing.
Yeah, something with a chair.
I managed to break a lot of stuff, shall we say, when we were there. But we did need to start working on some sort of set plays and positions, like going two down one side, or doubles.
Yeah.
Or,
oh, Jack! See, told you. Told you. Everyone, calm down.
Guys.
I'm glad you didn't screw that one up there, Seb. That came in handy.
It did. Anyway, just to reply to that, especially on the try line, where most teams, this happens in every single team. As soon as you get to the try line, you see that try line, you just start trying to smash through, and it doesn't actually work. You've really got to. It's even hard to score when you're on that try line because of the psychological difference.
Yeah.
Because you just think you're so close to it that you just not organising anything.
She was on the wing then.
Was he alone on the wing? Did you say? I didn't see it.
Yeah, the sort of like Andrew and Gary just pinned sort of 3 people on, and then your number 12 just went the whole way down.
Yeah, Claire was great. She used to always just stick to her wing, on attack. Like you used to say to her, just stay there. Don't unless you think you have to completely come in to help out because someone's stuck. Just stay there. And she would, she wouldn't deviate at all from it. But we just didn't manage to,
Yeah, she was open then.
We didn't play hands a lot. Going down the line, playing the hands. Fall down and just like passing it. Stretching the defense as quick as possible by using the pass.
Yeah.
And that was a tactic that we did have to sort of start to adopt after the World Cup. And, it has come in handy to us. We do play it a lot now. But this is something that we used to see, like the England guys do a lot, and France actually as well, is that you used to literally just whack it down as quick as possible through 4 hands. What are you shaking your head at, Seb?
Because of Jack trying to go for that try line.
Could you go back? I'm pretty sure
They let me play that again, which they shouldn't have.
Right, hang on.
First of all, it was a penalty.
So into someone, like go back into a bit more.
Yeah, first of all, you shouldn't have been allowed to play that because it was a penalty. They've got to wait for him to be ready. Ready, and you play the ball. I don't get it. I don't know why they allowed that play. Andrew wasn't ready there.
Penalty.
This
right shoulder.
You can quickly just play on from a penalty.
No, you got to. If it's a penalty, the rules are, as that we understand it, is that you have to wait until the team gets in set position.
Yeah, it's a controlled restart.
And even if that wasn't, because I don't know what happened there. It looked like Andy had got his chair tangled up with scraps. That's still like a reset or restart.
Tim, we need you.
Where's Tim?
Tim, after a penalty, is it a controlled restart or not?
Depends. For me, I say it's whether if you kick for touch, yeah, or if you. But like, if they call a penalty and you want to get a quick play of the ball, I think that's what you should do because you're not gaining more yards from the kick, so you're having to play it from where the penalty is. So you should be able to just play it as fast as you want.
Well,
that's my logic behind it. I don't know if it's the actual rule, but that's my logic behind it.
I don't disagree with what you're saying there. In the fact that, like in the running game, if it was a penalty, you just get on with it. You know? It's up to you to retreat back as a defensive line. But one thing that I've always known is like Steve Abel and others have always said, penalty is a controlled restart.
Yeah, penalty is not a controlled restart. A free kick after a penalty kick for touch is a controlled restart. I was right.
Nah, you're wrong. Tim doesn't know what he's doing. I think Tim was lead official here for a bit, and then he was second official or sometimes. Watching Tim's going to come back along.
So you guys got really lucky then because Wayne managed to cut inside and give England a 3-2 advantage on the wing. And I don't know what happened, but somehow he got
forward pass.
Oh, forward pass, right.
Oh, the fake again.
It's just the errors creeping.
Is the ball getting slippy or what? Everyone's doing knock-ons and forward passes.
It's all Stuart Sweat on the ball.
It's not even on. He's not even on. That's the worst part.
It's probably not wrong though.
That's how sweaty he is, even on the bench.
Trying too hard, Jack.
Something's wrong.
Trying too hard, mate.
I was only defending this game, he says.
Yeah.
Was that Lindsay?
I don't know.
Stuart Williams wiping Stuart Sweat off.
Getting sweat off.
Lindsay, I love you, Lindsay. The offload. Who's
so slow.
Late for support then.
Yeah.
And it didn't really take you anywhere in the end.
That's it.
Question. Is Mark really quiet on some of his runs?
Quiet?
Yeah, when he comes up for him.
Does he not shout, "Yeah, I'm coming, right, brother"?
Brother.
He's up from Texas.
He's Hulk Hogan. That's what it is.
I do a Welsh accent.
No, yeah, he does shout for it, but people don't.
Good hands.
Oh,
that was unlucky. He was
playing the old backward kick.
Getting rid of it.
Now, I think this is where
this is it, isn't it?
And I don't.
He's what?
He got simbined here, and I don't agree.
Really?
No, I don't agree with this.
I don't know. He did wipe him out.
He wiped him out, but
go in, and then what you call it? He just literally goes thump, straight down. You got
hip first, don't they?
Yeah.
You got Scraps, who weighs probably less than half of what he weighs. He's going to go, even if Andy goes in at half pace, he's going to go toppling forward.
Yeah.
You know?
I think I don't.
What card is that? Was it yellow or red?
Yeah, yellow card. So he got simbined because he was told he was hip thrusting, and I don't personally think he was hip thrusting at all.
No. The thing is, as well, is in all the carnage that was happening, it looked like he carried on from the other play and just hit him. But we know he actually sat down and then went in.
Yeah, he's just going.
I don't think he deserved that.
No, and
maybe. I mean, at a push, a penalty, but
Yeah.
I think it was just
it's not like a try scoring opportunity or anything like that.
I like.
Was my third? He said it was his third offence. Apparently, that's why he got sin bin.
Yeah.
You got
well, in that case, that's on you.
No,
bad boy.
You ruined the whole World Cup for everyone.
Come on. Oh yes. Now I'm getting excited.
Well, you see, this is what I was talking to you about the other day.
Please knock on. Please knock on. Please knock on.
When this sin bin happened,
go on, Stuart.
When this sin bin happened, this is where England just went, right, get the fastest players we've got right now on there, and it was just opened.
Yeah.
I remember this 10 minutes was just like, oh my god, felt like hell. Because
I remember actually saying to the guys, I said, I wish the sin bin hadn't happened, because I remember talking to you guys after the game. We were saying that call ruined the game.
Yeah,
it's nothing on what Higgins were doing. That call, from a referee perspective of managing the flow of the game and what it was, the call shouldn't have been made that way. With the flow of the game.
The third one was definitely the least bad of the three.
Yeah, they should have let that fly, let the game carry on as it was, because it was a good game as it was, and going down to four men.
I'm pretty sure I just saw him come on.
Who's that?
Ryan Richardson.
Yeah,
Ryan came on with Seb.
Right. So at the moment, it's Wayne, you, Ryan, Seb, and Martin Lane.
I don't know. Could be Spurs.
I haven't seen who the fifth one is yet.
Gary, a little bit of reach there on the back of the kit. Hey, John.
That's just classic fast play of the ball.
It is.
I guess it gets less interesting now.
It gets more intense. It gets more annoying, really, because you do, like you say, it was like, well, how did that really, affect them? To me, the tackle was just a tackle. He got on
it. It was.
Tim said, wasn't my call. I was only a defence referee.
Whatever.
Pass the buck, lad. There you go. But you know what? This actually did open up something to us after this World Cup. Is that we needed to start sort of almost training in the principle of like doing that training 4 on 5.
Yeah.
Actually, sort of getting into that mindset of if that comes about again, at least we're going to be a bit more better prepared for it.
On the flip side of that, like the England's reaction to that is something that we have covered in the past leading up to this. Can I kick him off? Shall I kick him off?
Yeah.
No.
And
I just scored.
It's something that England prepared for. So if we were like one man down or one man up, we knew that we're not going to try and score every single time. So as much as they score a lot when you guys lose Higgins, what the communication was after that was, right, slow down. It wasn't right. Let's go at it. Let's keep throwing the ball wide and move it left and right and try and score. It was, we'll slow it down, fast play of the ball, because we've got the numbers now. And it was about their reaction to it.
It's one of the things that we spoke about as well, when there gets to a certain point in a game where it gets more damaging on the sport than anything else. There's no point going out and destroying people who are just starting out, that sort of thing. And then obviously at this level, though, you're in international competition. It's one of the things I think everyone has sort of spoken about with regarding of, like we said the other time, about keeping the new players in and stuff like that. But like at this end, like you say, you just take it back to fundamentals. We've got numbers. Let's just go and play.
See, we had the situation there, and I've just seen like 2 people tackling one player in a 4 on 5 situation. That's just, you might as well just like step aside and just let them go through, because
it's almost like the game plan hasn't changed for Wales by losing a man. It's like what we would start if we was in 4. We would say, right, we're not playing a marker anymore.
Yeah.
So we don't play that marker. So he's the least person to be playing. So let's get back and scramble like hell, rather than playing the same way we do.
Oh, there you
go. Wasn't my decision, Tim. Wasn't my decision. I just listened to the coach.
What was that? Scored a try?
No, about funnily enough, as soon as Wales went one man down, Seb comes on.
Yeah, to come and take advantage. Yeah,
it's just to level out 4-on-4, I think.
Anyway, what I want to say about that tackle is that I think we just got to remember it is rugby, and you need big tackles like that. That's what keeps us having fun, and it's entertainment as well. So I don't know. I like the big tackles. I think that we need some.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just part and parcel of the game. We're
not playing football.
Yeah, it wasn't dangerous. It was a tackle at the end of the day. The player fell forward. I mean, I don't know how many times that's happened to Wayne Boardman, but nobody else got, sort of simple. I mean, we've seen in this video many a time, like players have literally fell forward. But
that's it. It wasn't malicious in any way. It was full on chair contact. It wasn't like he then shoved him or anything like that. So yeah, that's a tough one.
See, the one thing I'm watching this, and it's hard when
bye, Stuart.
What's that? Yeah, I know you mugged me off there.
All right, can we watch that back? I just want to see how I say goodbye to Stuart. Can you just watch that back, please?
Watch it back for him. Put it back on. He wants to show the
point. Go on, just to see how I point at my number for Stuart there. This is Sebastian.
Actually, put it back as well.
Here you go, and then
you got to entertain him, haven't you?
See you, Stuart. Bye. Take the pass. Actually, no, I'm just going to go and score. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. No, I think one of the difficulties, in watching this back, is I'm not very good at analysing that. As you can probably tell, I get quite sadly sidetracked on stuff. But one thing I do get from watching this back is how much our Wales team has improved.
Oh hell yeah!
From the competition, this was a great opportunity for us to actually sort of have a real experience at trying to push ourselves and learning from it. Accepting that we clearly look at this, we haven't even scored in this half yet, and we just had to keep grinding and not give in on each other and stuff. And now we've got Andy back, and I'm sure he'll get sin-binned again. I think no, But we've took a lot of things from this. Is we constantly always go back to training camps and actually go, right, what happened in that game? How can we improve on it? And that's the brilliant thing about it is we haven't given up on ourselves. And this is what we were getting to the other day about the other nations is, just start with a team of any kind and just build on it. Learn from each time, learn from experiences, ask questions from other teams and other players. And, hopefully we'll get this game more and more competitive at every international level.
Yeah.
One of the cliches is everyone, what a lot of people say is it's a marathon, not a sprint, isn't it? And what you got to be able to do is just pick them little percentages that make it a little bit better. So you're not trying to sprint to be the world champions. You've got to do little jobs here and there, sort of thing.
That's it.
I'm getting a phone call.
Whatever, Tim.
What's he saying?
I'm slacking him off.
Oh God, Tim, I love you.
Love it. Take that.
Tim should start his own streaming service called something like Bachara bashing or something like that, and just analyze every mistake.
Wait. Why did you say Bachara? It's not Bachara. It's Bachara.
Bachara.
Everyone gets my name wrong all the time.
It's funny because the French call you Le Bachar or something. I think I'm not sure. It means crybaby or something like.
Blimey. The humour on this live hasn't got any better, has it? Oh, Stuart again.
There he goes again. Mugging me off. You know what?
Oh, come on.
You went out
You're not allowed to do that.
What a stupid mistake. What a
You're not allowed to do that.
Who does that? I mean,
No,
we
cool.
look at the court and we always know where the court is and never to go off. That's what French don't do. We always know where the touchline is.
They didn't take the tag off. They didn't go for the tag, and he forcefully pushed me off. You're not allowed to do that. That's against the rules. Tim, I think you'll agree on this. I don't understand that call. Go back.
Don't ask Tim. You know he's not going to be on your side.
I know he's not because he's the one that made the call. Philip, please watch it back. Please watch it back. Please watch it back.
Go on, mate. You've not just let yourself down. You've let the whole team down.
No.
Poor Lynch came running over. It was like,
I was at a stop, and he just instead of going for my tag, pushed me out. Pushed me out to touch.
Tim just said, God, I enjoyed that decision.
Oh, man.
What a dick. God, I really hate you, mate.
Oh, here he goes again.
No, I'm taking it slow now.
Oh, I didn't even put a tag on.
Oh, of course I did.
I had two in my hands. I'm going to take that back. You can see what another stupid mistake I just made.
I had two in my hands. I threw one to the floor and one to my head.
Ridiculous. Two on. You can't have two tags. Got one on. Cheating. That's against the rules.
I've got one tag on, one on the floor. God, you're so bad, mate. There you go. In you go. In the middle. Pass the ball. I'm not selfish.
I'm not selfish. Actually, no, that was good. That was a good upload.
No tag on there. Go back a minute.
What was that?
Go back a minute.
You took his tag off after he put the ball down. Actually, mate. Don't worry. There you go. There you go.
That's a classic, Gary.
Yeah.
He tagged me once.
I'm pretty sure he said, "Well done, Seb." There. Why can we put that back? Wayne Borden saying, "Well done, Seb."
No, I think it was sarcastic, mate.
Anyway, Tim, you know that was the wrong decision. I think you know that now. I mean, because this was your first actual tournament. You told us this. So you'd never actually ref wheelchair rugby league before. But now that you know, that was the wrong decision. He's not allowed to push me off the court. Yes, Stuart.
If that's the case, then what does that say about the standard of the other refs? Because he was the ref of the tournament, wasn't he?
The other one. No, the other one's Laurent. He was ref of the tournament. No, Tim was ref of the tournament.
Tim was the head ref who they picked as the best ref throughout the tournament to ref the final.
Throughout the tournament until the final, and then in the final, suddenly, what happened, Tim? I don't know.
Oh God,
Seb's not bitter at all.
Where are my players?
Oh, you want square then, Seb?
Where are my players? Oh dear.
Fast play the ball, no one's there.
Yeah, it's because you want square.
Yeah, right.
Draw across. There's your nice. Help me!
Help me, Gary! Gary!
Help me!
Lucky that.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
Oh, why am I putting my hand up? I'm trying to work out why am I putting my hand up.
I think you're saying thank you.
Thank you.
You are very polite.
Such a polite player.
Am I? Oh, I'm gonna have to stop doing that now. Gary genuinely looks like he's trying to scratch Tom's eyes out there.
So that tackle 6 already? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, what did you do?
Seb, offside. What are you doing, man?
Mate, Tim has something against me. I was hardly even pushing. I was hardly even pushing. I just went.
You said you were good in this game.
Mate. It's just Tim. It's just Tim. He's got something against me. I was not offside, mate. Come on. No, I was hardly pushing. It was not even. We get the ball back.
Come on. I'm never offside, am I, Jack? Yes, you are, Seb. Always.
Ridiculous. Kick.
Oh, okay.
Nice drop kick, Seb. I'll give you that one.
Thank you, mate.
Straight to him.
Offload.
Offload time. There's me looking for someone. Help.
Help me.
Help me. What's he saying?
He said, I
Enjoyed that one too. Seb, you're offside. Ha ha ha. That was a fake kick. Nice one, Gary.
Yeah,
It's a bit too slow, that one.
yeah.
Oh, that was high. That stopped you dead. It's like,
ooh. Double tagging.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. We got the penalty.
Penalty for Wayne Boardman.
Dirty play away.
Who's out of place? Seb is.
See, this is where pace, going in there, the pace would have made them.
Mate, I'm out of pace.
Seb,
just need to get a drive to sticks, sort of spread them out. That was good. I like that.
That was forward.
Seb,
1, 2.
1, 2.
It's because Wayne's late.
Wait, was that your man, Seb?
No, Wayne wasn't ready, mate. Look, just
was
look,
that your man, Seb?
Let's go back.
Wayne was.
Who have you got?
Wayne was. No, go back before that. Go back before that.
Wasn't that your winger, Seb?
Go back before that.
Yeah, there's your winger. Well, you did good there. Yeah.
Well done.
But what are you doing now?
Because look where Wayne's going. Look where we don't have numbers.
Well, that would be Wayne's.
Look where Wayne's going.
Wouldn't it?
That's because someone in the sticks isn't with us, and they're supposed to be. Look, just watch the whole thing back. Okay.
Oh dear.
Right there, I've got my man.
Who's your man now? Who's your man now?
This guy. But look where Wayne's pushing out. Look where Wayne's pushing. Wait, look where Wayne's pushing. He's pushing out, mate.
Is your man now?
Man up, mate. Number off.
Man up. Who's your man?
Mate.
Who's your
Stuart's my man. Stuart is my man. But because Wayne is pushing outwards.
Oh, wait, Stuart scored.
Bravo!
If I had gone on Stuart, Wayne was out of play.
Where's my trumpet, Seb? Where's my trumpet?
Wait, put on the
I have a mouthpiece in it, so I can't actually play.
You're absolutely right, Tim. Classic wing defense.
Well, that mouthpiece is very hard.
I can't even drink my coffee because I'm laughing that much.
You have a trumpet somewhere. Oh, yeah. Anyway, Wayne was going to the wrong area, so I had to cover for him and have my man, and I couldn't.
Hey, all I'm saying is England had 100% defence record in that second half.
Until you came on.
Tim's put on their classic wing defence.
Oh, dear.
What does that say? Shut the fuck.
That try for Jody.
Yeah, go back. You made good numbers then, actually.
You know what? This was definitely a point where fatigue was playing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we were all over the show, and, look at this. Look at that, Seb.
He was off the court again.
Recovery. And then I'm going to take it again.
Yeah, good draw.
Wide. Opening up the gaps, and there you got your sport player.
And that's straightening up. We were all playing straight then instead of playing diagonal, and that's what kept the gaps open on the wing.
Definitely. One thing we would when we were doing it is one thing we took away from this was that if you do keep going on a diagonal, all you end up doing is just literally compressing the space, and it just doesn't open anything up for you.
Yeah, you normally, if you go at a diagonal, you normally get to a point where you have to square off, even if you've beaten the players, because then the gap you've made or the gap you're trying to create, you'll fill it. It's one of those sort of things.
Here you go, Wayne. You got it?
Ooh.
No. Oh, did he get it?
Yeah, I don't know.
32-78. That's full time.
The thing is, it's a good game, and like we said with the Simbin and stuff, I think that it's a different score across. But
yeah,
in terms of an overall game, that's like one of the best games we've seen between England and Wales in a lot. Like overall, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean,
how you guys had played and what. what we were doing and things like that. It was one of the most enjoyable games, not just because of the win, and obviously it was crap out once it was 5-on-4. But
I hate you for this, Jack, because I was really hoping for that player of the match comp.
the what?
I really hate you. I was hoping for that player of the game. You know, you won the bottle of wine. I was like, you bugger.
Oh yeah, they'd give
like champagne or wine.
They were giving booze to everyone, wasn't it? Because Scraps got one.
Bottles of wine, like 6 bottles of wine. You got.
Yeah, he got like 6 bottles of wine, and he was only 16.
Yeah. I think his mum confiscated that and took it all.
Are you trying to get a point across there?
Seb can come back in once he starts to behave himself.
Once he learns how to.
Give me a thumbs up if you're going to behave yourself, Seb.
Behave yourself.
But just, I think, looking at that game compared to when we played in the Tri-Nations, just the sport itself, how much that's progressed, let alone like the individual teams and stuff. I think it's like it's unreal, because that was what 3 years ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah,
2017. Yeah.
And I think it does say a lot, because like I think after that we had the next year we had like the 4 Nations competition, if I remember rightly, in where was it? Rochdale.
Yeah, that was the one with the Exiles.
Yeah, and we had a really good game there. We lost, I think, by 20 in the end to the England side, and it was a really competitive game. And I remember Jack was actually doing commentary, and I watched the game, and he was just saying the unfortunate thing is we were forcing turnovers, but we just couldn't capitalize and make opportunities come from them.
Yeah.
And that's something that we're learning, and I think we took that definitely into the next competition, like the Tri-Nations that's just recently happened, because the game we played in the final game, it was completely, the first half was all England. The second half was definitely Wales, and it was. I'm not going to lie, it was definitely down to my mistake. You know, I saw. I can't remember who it was now. Hawkins. What's it?
Rob, yeah.
Rob, yeah. Little git. He proper mugged me off on the. I saw him going down the wing, and I was like, "Yep, I've got him. I'm having him." And then the next minute, he looked at me in a way, it was like in slow motion, and I could see him just smirking because he went and spun inside, and I was like, "Bastard!" And I was like, "Going, last ditch effort, grab it!" And I missed the tag. And it just went flying past me, and he scored. And I did break down, actually. I was really upset after that game because of the fact that we were getting so much more back into it. And I think taken from the 4 Nations, where Jack was saying, like, we were forcing turnovers, but we weren't capitalizing on them. And then into that Tri-Nations, we were forcing turnovers. We were down massively at the second half, and we managed to get ourselves back into it. And then one little mistake, and it just cost us all. But it was a great competition, and that's the one thing that I'm really enjoying is that, and I think all of us at Wales are enjoying is the competitive edge is getting more and more closer.
Oh yeah, big time. It's like, I mean, look at the league
at this level, isn't it?
Yeah.
Walk at this level is, it is just that one odd mistake and stuff like that, or in Seb's case, 20. But what we have to do is just be able to.
Sorry, mate. I've still got the people with that paper here.
Yeah, so. Give a thumbs up, Seb.
Mate, he's giving you little treats. Yeah, just remember that.
That's it.
Good behaviour, little treat.
But yeah, it's always like, especially international level, it is that one mistake that does make the difference massively. But what we've got to be able to do is just get over it and sort of to just look at, like you said, from the 4 Nations to the Tri-Nations and from the World Cup, picking up on the little things, and it just gets a little bit better each time. So
that's it. I mean, you can only learn from all these things, and and I think, well, I'm going to say it is I think Wales has definitely improved, year on year and year.
Oh, 100%, mate, 100%.
and we will continue to do so. And you know, hopefully there'll be a day where, in the not too distant future, where we will, you know, conquer that and actually beat England, and you know, hopefully at the same time beat France as well, because we'll be at that competition level. Thanks for agreeing with me there, Seb. I love it.
What are you on about?
I just, you know, but that's
not while I'm alive.
That's what, you know, that's what we hope all the time, you know. And I think we're getting there, and you know, it'll just make the game more interesting at the end of the day.
Oh yeah,
big time, man.
Definitely.
You know, so it was a really good laugh actually watching that back and seeing. But I do I do think that you know, the 10 minutes Simba, you know, because like you say, it was, I think the score was something like what, 78-38 or something at the end there.
At the end, yeah. There was only, I think, like 40, 6 or 8 points in it when that call were made.
Yeah, and it well, there might have been a bit more, but you know, there was definitely, you know, at least what, 3 tries scored, 4 tries in that 10-minute.
Yeah.
You know, and that's something that we, you know, like you say, you know, we have to take away and say, if we're ever down to that situation again, you know, we have to sort of be completely constructive on defense and not worry too much about trying to score. Just be, you know,
damage control. That's what.
Yeah. Damage control, the best way of putting it.
Keep hold of the ball, you know, make sure that your attacking sets take as long as possible, and your defensive sets are up in the intensity, sort of thing.
Definitely.
Yeah, run out the time, sort of thing. Try and do it that way.
To get Gary to fall on the floor a bit.
Yep, that's the one.
Waste of time. Yeah, exactly.
Seb, didn't you have a question? A question? Did you say for after the stream? What was it?
Oh, here we go. Fucking hell. Good luck.
I'm not going to ask it. I'm not going to ask it.
You're not?
No, it was just. Why did you lose? Why did you lose?
Why did we lose? 10 minutes in the bin, I'm going to say.
That was a big chunk of it.
You know what? Like, I know Andy well enough that he beats him up about it, because he was very upset about.
You could tell. About it, yeah.
And you know, at the time, I think, well, Andy's what, 21 or something like that now, something like that. So he was young, he was keen, he was passionate, and it rocked him, and understandably so, as it would probably anybody still. But you know, he's learned from that, and you know, he's always said it won't happen again, and it hasn't. So you know, it's a building experience.
That's the benefit that you get out of it, isn't it? As much as it's a pain in that game, but you know, the outcome from that is much better than that call not being made, because now you've got a player who's increased 5% if he never does that again, sort of thing.
That's it.
For
exactly.
the rest of his career in Wales.
That's it. And I mean, you know, it was a nice one. We actually went away from that game at the end of the day, and actually were quite, you know, pleasantly pleased with ourselves as a whole team. You know, because you know, we had the history of like England versus Wales, you know, prior to that, and it was completely different. And it was nice. We had a positive outcome from the whole thing. You know, we took the negatives obviously and worked on them. That's what made us improve so much. But we definitely had a good experience from that, and we were celebrating very well that night. I'll tell you that. There's a lot of celebrating going on in that Toulouse World Cup.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was good. Except when we went to play France like 2 days later, I think, and they absolutely trounced us by 100 points. But you know,
oh dear,
that was a bit different.
But no, man.
Right. So our next stream is going to be on Sunday.
Cool.
Isn't that right, Seb?
Sunday?
I don't know. Why are you asking him?
I'll remember that. It's Sunday, Monday, I know.
It's
Same days,
Monday.
every
Good
week.
lad.
So what are you doing on Sunday? What are you doing on Sunday?
I don't know.
Yeah, we got to sort out a game to watch. I think we were talking about maybe looking at either a league game or something, just to veer off of the World Cup.
Yeah, we've done a lot of World Cup.
We've got the grand final, the English grand final to watch. We've got some of the Australian games to watch.
Yeah, some of the French games.
The
as well.
Ashes tour. There's another French game, yeah.
Sweet.
We could.
Man. Yeah. Thanks for coming on, Stuart, mate. It's big.
Yeah, it was great.
Really enjoyed it, mate.
You're much more friendly than Tim.
I'm much more candid than Tim. Yeah. He did tell me. He did say when he messaged us saying about it. He said, "Stick it to Seb. Give him."
Yeah. I love that. There's a whole community behind it now of the people.
We're going to be starting a hashtag soon. Give it to Seb.
Stick it to Seb.
I'm not looking forward to playing with him reffing. He's just gonna. Every single decision is gonna go against me.
There's gonna be a little wink when you're gonna do something.
Yeah, like
what? And he'll be like,
Seb, offside. And I was like, I was 8 meters away. And he was like,
I'm on the bench.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, guys, I'm going to say thanks very much for having me on. It's been a pleasure, and I really enjoyed it, actually. So thanks very much.
No, thank you. And we'll see everybody again on Sunday. And we'll let you know.
With a Guinness next time.
Guinness?
What a gift. Yeah. Au revoir, everybody.
I wish we could share a Guinness all together. Just saying.
Shut up.
Halifax versus Leeds, where Jack missed the